Hello, this is Georgia bankruptcy attorney Jeff Kelly. Today is April the 24th, and today I want to talk about credit cards. Yesterday, Bloomberg News had an article stating that major credit card companies are cutting the credit card limits. Yes, you heard correct. Just when you needed them the most, they're going to cut the credit limit. Not surprising, considering that we are living in the most uncertain economic times I've ever seen in my entire life. 26 million people are currently unemployed through no fault of their own. And a lot of families are struggling. And today I want to talk about the importance of having an emergency fund. And I want to emphasize, your credit card is not your emergency fund. It can't be. Because if it is, you could be caught in a situation where the credit card company cuts your limit and then you can't use it anymore. What are you going to do? Personally, I recommend that you try as hard as you can to get about $5,000 in an emergency fund. I know that sounds like it's a ton of money for a lot of people, but that's what you need for emergencies. When I say emergencies, I mean food, utilities, medicine. Those are tops. And for people who are currently unemployed, that extra money that's coming in from the federal government, that's going to end in July. So every dollar has to count. As Dave Ramsey says, every one of your dollars, you've got to put names on those dollars. You have to name them. And a lot of clients will ask me, hey, I'm really struggling right now. All I've got is unemployment. Should I be making my minimum payments on my credit cards? Personally, I think it's a bad idea, especially if you don't have your emergency fund established. I don't think you should dip into an emergency fund to make minimum payments on debts right now. That emergency fund is super important. So in the past, I've had a lot of clients tell me, look, I got to keep making minimum payments or they're gonna cut me off from using the credit cards. Well, they're gonna probably cut you off anyway. So hang on to your cash. Your cash is what is most important. Now, in the 2008 crisis, we saw a lot of situations where more than one family was living in a house. And in some cases, three families, 3 generations. I'm afraid we may see something like that again. And I know that's not fun. I know that, a lot of times when we're making decisions, where we live, how much is the rent, and so forth, emotion is a big part of it. And I'm the same way. We all are. We're human. But when you're going through a crisis, I want to encourage you, you can't rely on your emotions. You have to focus on the math. And as Dave Ramsey says, one of the hardest rules about money and finance is the math has to work. And it has to. And you have to study it. You have to name your dollars. You've got to have a budget, and you got to have an emergency fund if at all possible. If you're in a situation where there's no way you're going to head toward a direction of even, building up any type of emergency fund because things are so tight, well, then things are going to have to change. You're going to have to make brutal cuts that aren't fun. As you go through this crisis, I think it is so important that you don't do it alone. Reach out to family members. Tell them, before it gets too bad. Talk to them. Family can really help us. They can help us see things that maybe you can't by yourself. And if you don't have family, you got to reach out to some type of community. I think of church as a good one. There are a lot of talented pastors who have helped people get through tough situations before. And now more than ever, we need to be leaning on our local church, on our pastors, on family, on each other. We need to help each other get through it. We've got to stay positive. We made it through the 2008 crisis, and we're going to make it through this corona crisis. We're here to help. If you would like to take advantage of a free consultation, give us a call. We're more than happy to go through your income and your budget and your assets with you. You can reach us at 770-881-8449. Also, I have written a book on Chapter 13 and Chapter 7, and I would like for you to have a free copy. So go to my homepage right now, scroll down to the bottom, type in your email address, and boom, we'll get it to you. If you would rather have a hard copy, give us a call. Again, that number is 770-881-8449. We'll send you one while supplies last. And if you get a chance, check out my podcast at kellybankruptcy.com. And hope you have a great day. Stay safe, stay positive. We're going to make it. Thank you.